Good morning, guys. It's probably day 14, lost track of the days since we started Pangong So, or Pangong Lake as it's famously called. And this is the camp that we stayed in. Last night it was so windy, I couldn't get good sleep because the camp was moving all over the place. We were worried if we might need to check the bikes, and also we stayed up quite late in the night because we were stargazing. Let me show you the view. We're in the middle of a desert almost, right? That's the Pangong Lake. I've not been well for the last 3-4 days, been getting these evening winter chills, so kind of feeling feverish. Besides that, my foot's still giving me some discomfort, so can't move freely in these rocks. And the road from Hundar in Nubra Valley till here was bumpy, patchy. We had 2-3 river crossings as you saw in the earlier section. Anyways, lovely place, almost deserted except for these camps. Wanted to go near the lake, not sure if it's possible because we need to leave early. It's we have Changla Pass today to cover, and definitely a place to come again, especially seeing how the night skies were here. Just look at the watercolor there. I don't know if you can see. Wow, that's the best blue colored lake I've seen so far in my life. At one point this is scary, the other point it's so beautiful. Goodbye Pangong So. Ah man, I wish I can boat one day to that area, take an ATV, go to the top of the mountain and come back. We are on our way to Leh from Pangong, close to Changla Pass, maybe another 20 kilometers or so, and we just stopped for a small break. And the roads are decent for what we have been experiencing for the last 1 week, and it's roughly 15 degrees or so. But one thing I'm gonna miss for sure once I reach back to Hyderabad is blue sky. We're at an altitude of roughly 17,000 feet, if I'm not wrong. Definitely more than 16,700. And we're climbing. Next stop would be Changla Pass. We finally made it to Changla Pass, and we are at an altitude of what? 17,688 feet. It's almost just 900 and odd so feet less than Kardungla. So one hell of a pass too. The road was bumpy but not as bad. We had to take a detour, and at one corner I got so used to operating my front brake that I continued doing the same downhill, and I had a slippery condition and I couldn't stop my bike or go ahead, and I dropped my bike.
Yep, back brake. Very slow. Suju, very slow. Dead slow. ఒక్క నిమిషం కష్టం నాకు కూడా దిగడం. ఒక్క నిమిషం ఉండు. వన్ సెకండ్. హోల్డ్ ఆన్ వస్తున్నా ఒక్క నిమిషం. 1 second, hold it.
So we came from there. I was operating the front brake. That was a mistake on my part. I held it for almost 2-3 minutes. I was waiting for someone to give me support, but they were also in an inclination, so they couldn't stop their bikes in time. Eventually I decided to drop the bike. Front brake lever broke. Besides that, everything else is fine. Look how they're coming. Nice scenic view, but we came down from that mountain and I had my first fall in this trip. We are like 25 kilometers from Leh, and we had a very bad stretch of road for the last 25 kilometers. So we stopped for lunch for quite a long time, and so tonight we'll be staying at Leh, and tomorrow too. It will be our rest day before we head to Manali. We might stop at Sarchu or some place. We won't be doing the full distance. Only challenge will be the fuel range, because we stopped at a fuel bunk like 10 kilometers away from here, and the next fuel bunk after that is almost 356 kilometers, and my bike at the most lasts 250, and with 5 liters it can go up to 350, but that's like pushing it, assuming there won't be any guards or bad roads. So but there is a 35-40 kilometer stretch which is supposedly bad, so have to see how it would work out. Finally we found an amazing lunch, amazing food place here in Leh. It's called Jesmos. We ordered apple pie, paneer tikka pizza, and we're getting some burgers and some fresh juice too. That looks just yum. Best place to visit, definitely. We are trying to explore local Leh, and we came to Shea Palace. We'll be heading inside now, but the view from here is like amazing. We are at Shea Palace now, heading to the monastery. There are so many steps that I am so freaking tired. People are left behind. They're taking stops wherever they feel possible, and at this altitude it gets very tough, and with my leg much tougher, but came so far, so I have to visit this place. But breathtaking view from here at the top of this palace. If you're wondering why I'm having a hoodie, that's because it's freaking hot. It's almost 25 degrees, but it's scorching sun, and it feels like 35 actually. Anyways, let's go ahead. We are waiting for Srujan and Altya to get back to the coffee shop, pick us up from here and head back to the hostel. What did they go for? You can't reveal it on camera, right? So they had a nature emergency. So they left us here at the coffee shop and went to the hostel to finish it off and come back. And we are sleepy and bored here. There is internet, but not fast enough to experience it. And we just had lovely coffee from this place. So if you're in Leh, don't forget to visit the Coffee Culture. Lovely shop. What did you have?
Irish coffee.
Irish coffee. I had Turkish coffee. Quite good. Don't go for the regular ones like the lattes and cappuccinos, because the other ones are good. And the best part of this place is the view. See that? And the market's just here, like few feet away. So finally the stay here in Zostel and Leh is done, guys. We're all set to leave to Sarchu. Almost 7.5 hours ride as per Google. And it's almost 250 kilometers, but apparently 60% of the road is fine, but 30% is going to take 70% of our time. And Divesh bhai here, Ritesh, na? He's at Zostel and he manages this pura. He and Ritesh manages the entire Zostel here, right?
Yeah.
So nice place. People come here. Big place actually. बहुत बड़ा जगह है. और मौसम इतना अच्छा है तो हॉट वाटर तो कितना भी चाहते उतना भी मिलता है. क्योंकि पहले 2 दिन वो नहीं मिला ना हॉट वाटर, सो बहुत मुश्किल था.
अच्छा.
उसके बाद सेट हो गया.
थोड़ा 2 ईयर जब आए हो.
हाँ,
क्लाउडी रहा होगा.
क्लाउडी, बारिश हो रहा है, गंदा वेदर था.
हमारे लिए गंदा.
एंड ऊपर एक अच्छा खाने का जगह भी है. इट्स कॉल्ड कैफे शूटिंग स्टार. नाइस प्लेस. थोड़ा टाइम लगता है बट अच्छा खाना है. दिस इज द मेन ले city center and nice place, nice small cute place. There is a lot to do in the market, to shop around, good choices of food. That Jesmo's place was just amazing. We wanted to have breakfast there, but we got a bit delayed because Shriman couldn't find his GoPro adapter, and like I lost it. It was mixed up somewhere, but eventually he found it just in the moment he was about to leave. So thank God for that. And it's time to say goodbye to Leh. Seeing Nubra, Pangong and all, Leh feels like a proper city. So whenever we came back to Leh, we were pretty relieved. But definitely a place worth coming back again. Maybe check out few. We didn't do much of local sightseeing besides Shea Palace, so there is a lot to cover still, and we might definitely come again sometime soon. We are right now on our way to Sarchu from Leh, and we are close to. Okay, bus alert, guys. We are close to Tanglangla. It is almost 20 kilometers. This is also one of the highest motorable passes. RBR, guys, watch out. Oh, by the way, that's the code we use for patchy roads, rim bending roads. That's the first time I'm seeing an Apache 310 RR here in Leh, Ladakh. Seems like a nice bike for this area, although the riding position is quite sporty. You can ride a Duke, in fact, instead of that. But the bike looks killer from the back. Time to overtake. Such amazingly flat road at such a high altitude. Looks amazing, especially with the view there. But this is not gonna last long. It's only till Pang. After that, I heard it's bad. So, gonna enjoy this for now. Just look at this! Nice views, man. We are like another 45 kilometers from Pang. The road's been smooth like this for the last half an hour. I've seen these only in movies. Like perfectly laid out road in between mountains. So scenic and beautiful. Good job. Saved Suju's bike and us. He almost dropped his bike. We were telling him not to go off the road, but we can't help. Hey, look at him in the middle of nowhere. Oh man, this view is amazing. Such a flat and lovely road in the middle of nowhere, man. It's the narrowest of clean patches of road that I've seen ever, and also the most scariest, with cyclists, motorcycles, lorries too. It's a smooth turf, but a scary patch, a scary section. Look at the water. It's so pure and beautiful to look at. And this is the stretch from Pang to Sarchu. So we're going at a very slow speed. but that's crystal clear water, guys, for you. Amazing. But I think the next 80 kilometers are going to be like this. So yeah, it's going to take 2 hours 10 minutes as it says on Google. Let's see. Since our chai break, which is like what 20 kilometers, the road has been like this. It's neatly laid out, but very bumpy because the soil here seems loose. Otherwise, it's a newly laid, well-marked road, and we are what, like 42 kilometers from Sarchu, and the left side views are amazing yet super scary. Tempted to look, but then can't see much of the road already, and it's a narrow road, so trying to focus on the road. But take a look at that. That's the mad hairpin that we have to take to reach to Sarchu. But amazing, right? I haven't been to Grand Canyon in US, but this feels very similar to that, guys, from at least the pictures. But if I have to not compare, wow, such breathtaking view. And look at the hairpin bends here with the sunset and the nicely laid out flat road, a valley in between, like an amazing setting. This is the maddest river crossing hairpin I've ever seen, or the first ever river crossing hairpin. అరే అక్కడ రైట్ నుంచి రండి, లెఫ్ట్లో పెద్ద రాయి ఉంది. ఆమా
Hey, should you watch where he's going down?